So welcome back. Today is Thursday, the 18th of December, and I thought today we would start this video off with this Ravensburger. Christmas is coming. Absolutely gorgeous, beautiful image, everything Christmassy in it, and I'm looking forward to do this one. So let's get started. So this is a Ravensburger that I recently added to my collection. And this one had a mixture of difficult and easy sections. The edge, for instance, was kind of tricky for me. You will see at some point I shape sorted the pieces to get the edge together. And then the other part that was tricky for me was all the reds. I kind of struggled a bit with the reds that took a bit longer than I expected. But other than that, this puzzle had a lot of different standalone sections and elements that stood out and was easy to assemble, and I had a blast with that. What I loved and enjoyed about this puzzle, there's anything you can think of Christmas related in this image. There's deer, there's Santa Claus, there's Christmas trees, there's bells, there's ornaments, anything you can think of, this puzzle got it. And I loved it. So, this will definitely be one of the puzzles I will redo in future years for the Winter Puzzle Olympics, depending on what I get in the next year or so added to my collection to assemble next year. If I have to redo some of my puzzles for the Christmas section, this will definitely be on top of the list for redoing it. Okay, 7 hours, 9 minutes in. This was not the easiest puzzle so far, but it was easy enough. Luckily, not 17 hours, but beautiful. Like I said, there's something of everything Christmas related in here. Absolutely love it. And just look at all the detail. A bunch of red, which made it a bit more tricky, but other than that, I must say I enjoyed this puzzle, and yeah, I'm ready to tackle another one tomorrow. So it is December the 22nd, and there was a slight change in plans for my puzzling schedule for this month. I am currently pet and house sitting for a friend, so I had to change my spacious white table for their black dining room table, and they had it decorated so beautifully for the holidays, and I need to move those things out of the way to make space for the puzzles that I still need to do for the Winter Puzzle Olympics. So I'm no longer able to record as I go. So some parts of the video will now be recorded after the fact between puzzles as I get home to get my food filled up and clean clothes and stuff like that. So I already did this puzzle on the 20th and the 21st of December. And I'll quickly show you the time lapse for this one. So this is a jumbo puzzle, and I don't know if it is because I'm familiar with the cut or if it is because it's a fine art puzzle, which I absolutely love, and I'm comfortable with fine art puzzles. But this puzzle wasn't as tricky as I expected. If you've seen the previous video, you will remember that teddy bear puzzle that nearly broke me. And I expected this one to be equally as difficult or more or less on the same difficulty level. For some or other reason, it wasn't. I found this one much easier, and it could be because I am familiar with fine art puzzles and the style is, I'm comfortable with it. So the sky was absolutely a gorgeous gradient of yellows and oranges and white. The rest of the puzzle was more or less browns and whites. And that should have intimidated me, but for some other reason, there was a lot of detail that stood out and helped me and guide me through this puzzle. So I never got stuck. What I need to note is that the sky was done on the 20th of December. On the 21st of December, I did the balance of the puzzle. So the calendar will probably only show up until the 20th, but I did it over 2 days. So there was a little mix up from my side. But yeah, all in all, gorgeous image. I love the image. I love the puzzle. I had a joy with it. And I do realize people that are not fans of fine art puzzles might not enjoy it as much. And I totally understand. There is so many winter puzzles out there that you don't have to struggle through these. So it is still December the 22nd, and my plan is to start this hay puzzle this afternoon. And I hope to be able to finish it tomorrow so that I can finish up this video for next weekend or this weekend, depending on how you look at it. But yeah, let's get started with another fun one. So this is a hay cartoon puzzle with a slight difference. Usually I will tackle these puzzles absolutely on a pick and place type of base. These I don't really sort and I don't really start at a certain section, but this specific one's image was of such nature that I was able to do the sky first because there was a whole lot of blue, and then for the balance I did the pick and place. This one wasn't as busy as the ones that I usually do. So there was huge sections between each of the characters that made the pick and place somewhat difficult. So after I did the sky, I did a pick and place method for the people, all the characters in this image, and then I had to go back and fill in all the whites and the rocks and the grays. So, not the usual style in which I would do a cartoon puzzle, but close enough that I still enjoyed it. The image was absolutely fun, and amongst my favorites is definitely the fine art puzzles and the cartoons, and I will do these on a daily basis. Absolutely love this one, and it's perfect for the Winter Puzzle Olympics. I couldn't think of a better one. And this is another one that will definitely be on my redo pile for next year if it is necessary. Okay, 7 hours, 9 minutes in. Absolutely loved it. Blachon is the artist of this one. I love his work. It's very detailed. It's funny. There's so many things to discover, as per usual in cartoon puzzles. I quite enjoyed this one. And I can just say, I miss my table. I miss my lights. I miss my setup and my surroundings for puzzling. Since this is for fun, I will gladly take it. At least I can still puzzle. So with that, my total pieces contributed to the Winter Puzzle Olympics stands on 8,750 pieces. My goal is to get at least to 10,000 pieces. So I believe I can do at least 2 more puzzles before the end of December. And with that, I'm going to cut this video here. So I will start the next one, I think about the 26th. Today, this afternoon, and tomorrow I will be spending time with my friends and family, so there won't be any puzzling, but I will resume a new puzzle on the 26th. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your time. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.